This is 26-year-old Julia. She fell in love with 63-year-old Eileen. Their love has taken them across oceans, down the aisle, and into YouTube stardom. But along the way, they've received a lot of negative backlash from those who disagree with their relationship.
We have had waves of really bad negativity, people saying terrible things about me and Julia, that I'm her sugar mama, our love isn't real, that it's just for the camera. I've been called pedophile, I've been called, granny. Julia, they call her unwell for being with an older woman. It has hurt us.
Now the couple are thinking about taking another big step in their relationship.
Eileen and I had been talking for the last year about maybe starting a family. We have some big news.
But what will their friends think about their decision?
Would you like some glitter?
Sure, yeah, just a touch, okay? My name is Eileen, I'm 63 years old.
My name is Julia, I'm 26 years old. Eileen and I met 3 years ago on Tinder.
Oh, since meeting Julia, I have transformed myself. Hair-wise, anyway. Now this is what I mean. Julia is me, and I love it.
So crazy how things have changed so much in the last 3 years. Got married, we have a dog and a cat. Yeah. You have crazy hair now.
Yeah, exactly.
And now we're here talking about having a baby.
It's really crazy.
You look gorgeous.
No, you look so beautiful.
Do.
I wish everybody here could see how beautiful you look in person.
We have shared our relationship online from the start, and because of that, we've received a few hateful comments about us being gay, but mostly about our age difference. But I feel like we've changed a lot of people's minds. Mm-hmm. Every day I get comments from people saying that, oh wow, I was hating on you at first, I thought you were really weird, but after watching a few videos I've realized that you're just a regular couple like everybody else, you just happen to be gay and in an age gap relationship.
The very small percentage of people that react hatefully are very hateful. It's really bad. I've been called pedophile, been called, granny. Julia, they call her unwell for being with an older woman.
We try to just ignore it and carry on being ourselves, because you just can't please everybody. I can't wait to see my results.
Yeah, me too.
Eileen and I had been talking for the last year about maybe starting a family, but we kept going back and forth because obviously it's a very big and serious decision. We have to consider a lot of things, including our age difference.
Yeah.
So I took a fertility test. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let's look together. Get your glasses.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. 7 hormone levels, they're all normal.
You have the average number of
eggs. Oh, baby, that's so great. Oh, baby, that's really fantastic. Oh, I'm so happy, baby. Oh, that's really great.
So I have good eggs.
I never especially thought about being a parent. I came out in the 80s, so my world is different from Julia's. I literally have never let myself think about it before, so it's been just really a beautiful experience to be able to consider it.
It's great to know that everything's okay and that I'm healthy. I can't wait to see our friends.
Are you comfortable with the decision now?
Yeah.
Me too, yeah.
I am glad we've made a decision.
We're here to meet up with our besties, Julia and Eileen. We're so excited, right? I'm guessing they are going to get a new pet because they already have a cat, they already have a dog, so maybe they're going to get like a bird or a bunny or something. Thank you, look incredible. Your hair though. You're adorable. I love it.
Love your outfit. Let's go. We have some big news to share today. You know that we've been talking about maybe at some point starting a family, but we weren't sure about it. And this morning actually, we opened a test that I took, a fertility test, and we found out that everything is good. So based on that, we've made a decision. And are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah,
to say
ready.
it?
I'm ready, baby.
We are gonna start a family. wait a couple of years first because we feel like our marriage was interrupted by the pandemic. So we feel like it would be healthier for us and for the child. Just travel and be with one another. And then in 2 years' time, we are gonna go to a clinic and do artificial insemination.
Are you too scared of anything? Do you have any concerns related to having a baby?
One of the things that was making me so unsure about whether to have a child or not is actually our age difference. I didn't worry about myself too much, but I worry about the child. One of my main concerns, I was worried that it would be very hard on the child if Eileen were to, knock on wood, 100 times to pass away when, knock on wood again.
Oh, she has trouble saying. It's okay, Doc.
You know, if the child was still young, that would be really difficult for everybody, but I was especially worried about the child.
Yeah.
So that was something that was really holding me back. I decided that we should go ahead anyway. I realized that sometimes there are people who are in your life for a short period of time, but they really make a huge impact and they really shape who you are as a person.
Age is just a
Yeah,
number.
yeah,
And Eileen, like I know you now for a little bit over 1 year.
Yeah.
And you are such a young at heart
Oh,
person.
thank you.
You cannot feel the age difference.
Pregnant's gonna be so beautiful.
Oh my God.
But what's gonna be great is you're gonna be like, darling, can you do this? Can you do that? And you'll have a right to this stuff.
Oh my God! I can't wait for that.
Because my baby's a queen.
Wow, I was completely shocked. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Same.
So happy. You know, you can tell they love each other so much. They really are soulmates.
I mean, I already feel like we have a family,
Yeah,
with the two of us and our pets, but I'm just so excited to have a baby in a couple of years.
Yeah, I can't wait. Julia has never ever made me feel inferior. I'm not beautiful, I'm fat. You're really gorgeous, and I'm not. And it might be a hard thing for people to process, but that's not our business, you know?
Stupid, like beauty
Yeah,
standards and
but
stuff.
what I
You're
mean is that
gorgeous.
you make me feel like I deserve this love.
My relationship has shown me that love is love. I know it sounds cheesy, but you should just follow your heart. Because sometimes you can find love where you don't expect to find it. You know, Eileen is a woman, she's older than me, she's from a different country, has a completely different background and story, but still, she is my soulmate and we found love.
This is 28-year-old Ashley. She fell in love with 58-year-old Keith.
So that means we have a 30-year age difference.
After just a year of dating, these two are about to head down the aisle together.
I think the wedding's gonna be fun. Like,
Happy wife, happy life.
Keith, just go find the glue dots or some tape or something.
But with Keith being a recent widower and a sizable age gap between them, not everyone is sure about their upcoming nuptials.
I learned that his wife died maybe 6 months before they actually got engaged. And I'm like, don't you think that's a little early? I just had doubts.
With so many things stacked against them, will everything go to plan on their big day?
Keith and I have been together for exactly a year yesterday. I am 28 years old.
I'm 58.
So that means we have a 30-year age difference.
Quit laughing at me.
Keith and I met online through a dating app called Tinder.
Just a year after matching on Tinder, and this pair are getting ready to say I do.
I got 3 makeup bags I'm taking. That's crazy.
Due to the pandemic, we actually thought about canceling the wedding altogether.
Oh, Keith, look at this.
But we just decided to go with it and we pushed it back.
But the 30 years separating these two in age isn't the only difference these two are facing in the lead up to their wedding.
Keith, just go find the glue dots or some tape or something.
Killing me, mama. Making me an old man.
You already an old man.
Happy wife, happy life. For you guys that don't know that.
He doesn't dance. It's not we have different dance styles. He does not dance.
So it's gonna be interesting.
As far as having support for our wedding day from family and friends. It's been pretty positive overall. In my personal opinion, we've had some pushback.
Some of the judgment that's been directed at Keith and Ashley's relationship hasn't just been because of their age gap. The fact that Keith's first wife passed away less than a year before he met Ashley has also been cause for concern.
A lot of people are worried about because I rushed into a new relationship. But after 28 years of being with somebody, I needed somebody in my life.
It's very easy to see when someone is not supportive, but you can't help but wonder if the pandemic is a convenient excuse for someone not to be in attendance.
I mean, how can you tell? You know, COVID is a serious thing.
Ashley's son Eric is also getting ready for his mum's big day.
You're gonna get all dressed up, bud, and you're gonna walk your mama down the aisle, huh? With your cute little bow tie on.
Is the aisle gonna be bumpy?
No.
Is it gonna be straight?
It's gonna be straight. Straight down the aisle. That's what an aisle is, straight. It's not bumpy.
I'm feeling very ready to get married. There's been a lot of planning that seems to be all coming together, so I'm really excited about that.
The day of their wedding has finally arrived, and Ashley is getting ready to walk down the aisle.
My maid of honor is my sister. She is super excited about the wedding. She thinks Keith is a great guy, but she has her days.
I was happy for her initially until I met him. I kind of had my reservations about the age difference. I just had doubts. I learned that his wife died maybe 6 months before they actually got engaged. And I'm like, don't you think that's a little early? She likes it, I love it. There you go. Yeah, buddy.
I need some.
Yeah, I did not think it was actually gonna happen.
Nope. Here you go. Breathe. You go. Okay.
We are gathered together here in the sight of God and in the face of this company.
Love is greater than the highest mountain.
To love and to cherish, to death do us part. I pronounce them that they are man and wife.
It was amazing.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it went great. Like,
I was a little nervous getting here, though.
I was gonna kill you when I called you. You was like, I'm on the way. I'm like, you're supposed to be here at 5. It's 5:20.
Oh.
And I walked out and I turned the corner and I saw Keith and I knew he was gonna tear up. He was like, no, I'm not. And then he wiped his eye and I was like, yes.
When she turned that corner. And I saw the dress and how beautiful she was.
Aww.
Worked out perfect.
I just want to see my sister happy. I think she's really found love this time.
Well, we're bride and groom are having their very first dance as husband and wife.
If there was any doubters out there, you're gonna have doubters from all sides, so I don't worry about that.
Our love is like anybody else's love.
Yeah.
We just choose to be in love with each other.
No matter what anybody
Every day.
else says. It's our happiness that matters.
This is 30-year-old Tazzle. She fell in love with 81-year-old Wilson.
It was love at first sight.
Despite a massive 51-year age gap, the pair happily settled down to a life together.
We are very affectionate in public. We hold hands, we kiss.
But many found their pairing hard to digest.
I don't know, I'm just kind of still surprised that people are so blatant, like some freakish, circus act.
With some comments being harder to stomach than others.
I really think that people who do say that I am caring for him like he's some grandpa in an adult diaper, they're close-minded, they're ignorant. We met at a dance.
That's right.
And he walked over to me from across the floor. And then what did you ask?
May I please come and sit here to be with you? From my side, I can say it was love at first sight.
I was very curious about him and his life, so that first night I asked him a lot of questions. But he's also a good listener. What I love about him, he's very considerate and caring. I'm 30 years old.
I am 81.
Our age gap is 51 years.
My first wife, she died, and I was alone for 20 years. She is giving me a second life.
My family loves him, especially my grandmother. She adores him so much. My grandmother's 86 and he's 81, so they've got a lot to talk about when they get together.
My sisters were not so sure about the whole thing when they heard about it. One said, but she's so young. But I must say, as they got to know her, they understood, and now they are very, very happy. I was born in 1940.
I was born in 91. My generation, we take for granted certain aspects of life, whereas his generation, they don't. He is really a product of his circumstances, a young person of color, growing up in the 40s and 50s in apartheid South Africa. The two different experiences he and I had are so vastly apart.
Vastly different.
So our upbringing plays a role in how we think about the world. When we were becoming more serious, I started posting online. And a lot of my friends are working overseas, and so they were like, what? You know, you're dating this old man? And so obviously the WhatsApps came in, and but they realized, but he's actually much more younger in person. The photos don't do him justice. Other people's comments, you know, I'm a gold digger, he's looking for his mojo, I don't know, nonsense like that. This person actually said, you know, can you please get this man someone his own age? He is already so fragile that she's now thinking, now you're fragile. And I must now look after you and nurse you. People who do say that I am caring for him like he's some grandpa in an adult diaper, they're close-minded, they're ignorant.
I am honestly so healthy. I think they think I'm rich. I'm not rich. I'm rich in my love, yes. But rich in money, I'm not rich. I just said to myself, this is my business. And I love her, it's my life. And if we are happy, I can't see why others want to say this or they want to say that. Really.
The reaction that we get when we are out and about, usually there's a lot of stares. If we have public displays of affection, sometimes people will talk out loud. He heard someone say to himself out loud, is that your grandfather or is that your father? Those are the kind of reactions that we get. I'm just kind of still surprised that people are so blatant, like some freakish, you know, circus act. We are very affectionate in public. We hold hands, we kiss.
And because of love, we are just happy, 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 wherever we walk.
I see him turning 100, so that's our goal for his life. And his goal to support me is to get me through my studies and see my goal of becoming a prosecutor, hopefully maybe a judge one day. If we are not together, is life even worth anything? I can say that I have a new life since being with him. I found a new way of living.
We honestly complement each other. We care for each other. We love each other. And all of those things makes us happy. And where there is happiness, there must be love. And that is what is happening to us.
This is 34-year-old Leslie. She fell in love with 74-year-old Vince.
I consider him my soulmate, 100%.
The first night we went out and we had dinner, I asked Leslie, do you know how old I am?
Age is totally just a number.
Despite Leslie and Vince being comfortable with their 40-year age gap, that hasn't been the case with everyone else.
We mostly get the grandpa statements, regarding him, like, oh, why are you with that old guy or old man? Every once in a while I've gotten, oh, you must be with him for his money, or the kind of gold digger references. So that can be annoying.
And Leslie's mum also had a thing or two to say about her daughter's choice of partner.
Initially, I didn't know how old he was. And when I found out he was 40 years older, I told her we needed to have a talk.
Nice day. Good. Good morning, Lola.
Good morning, sweetie. My name's Leslie. I'm 34 years old.
And my name is Vince, and I'm 74.
There are exactly 40 and a half years between us. Did you sleep good, sweetie?
Yeah.
You not feeling good, or are you sick?
I'm just a little tired. I don't know that I slept real well. It'll be fine.
We met
In Chicago at a place called Gibson's while I was singing and the beautiful lady was playing piano.
Did you give me a kiss this morning?
Oh, come here, sweetie. Oh.
Vince said, I would love to take you out on a date. Would you like to go out with me?
The first night we went out and we had dinner, I asked Leslie, do you know how old I am? Because it felt a little awkward. But she was comfortable and I got comfortable. Hey, how you doing?
I guess you could say the rest was history.
The rest is history, as they say. I asked Leslie to marry me about a year after we met.
We've been together for almost 8 years and married for 5 years.
All right there, cutie.
When we're out and about, a lot of raised eyebrows or just like, you're a different couple. We mostly get the grandpa statements, regarding him, like, oh, why are you with that old guy or old man? Every once in a while I've gotten, oh, you must be with him for his money, or the kind of gold digger references. So that can be annoying. Honestly, I have to say that in the very beginning when I was dating him, I was a little embarrassed. I was more sensitive to the grandpa statements. Within a year of us dating, I was just like, screw them. I didn't really care anymore.
It's like, water off a duck's back, It's like, yeah, I've heard it already. Most of my friends are jealous. A lot of people don't know this, but I actually married a pageant queen. Why don't we see if we can find her crown?
So this is the sash for Mrs. Pasadena, the title that I held and accomplished in 2019 of the United States pageants. The year previous, in 2018, I placed as first runner-up for Mrs. California, United States.
When she won Mrs. Pasadena, it was really a special time for us. I know that it meant a lot to her, and in the audience were my daughter, my son-in-law, and my 2 granddaughters. So it was a family thing.
While Vince and Leslie's romance grew quickly, his family's reaction to the relationship wasn't immediately supportive.
My family had reservations. When they first met Leslie, they thought she was very nice, but what the hell are you guys doing together? I have 3 children, 2 in the 50s, 1 in their 40s.
Initially there was tension and I didn't like the tension, but I do understand if my father was with someone 40 years younger, I would probably be concerned initially. So I completely understood what they were thinking.
As far as my kids go, I think they've gotten a little bit more comfortable. Not totally comfortable, but definitely got more comfortable.
And it wasn't just Vince who had to deal with judgment about their relationship. Leslie's family also had their own opinions about the match.
At first, my family, especially my parents, had a lot of reserve. Naturally, they were concerned that Vince, being an older man, was just dating me to have a pretty young thing on his arm. So they expressed their concerns very vocally.
Initially, I didn't know how old he was. And when I found out he was 40 years older, I told her we needed to have a talk.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Hi, Leslie, Vince, how are you?
Good.
Good.
Hey, Vince, how are you? Good.
I had concerns. I posed the appropriate objections and questions about where this was going and why was it going there, and to make sure you had asked yourself all the questions that needed to be asked. But we got over that hurdle.
I remember though, it was tough. I mean, we had it from different sides.
I was concerned because of age, because it's such a large difference in age. I wondered if Leslie knew what that age difference could mean in a progression as time goes on. What are the factors that are in play, health-wise,
But I began to warm up to him.
Let me show it to Vince.
I wanted to be sure he understood that she had her life to live and that she had her goals to accomplish. Well, it's been great, Vince. It's really been great. And Leslie, thanks for having me. You guys always do a great hosting. And everything has just really worked out better than I could have ever hoped. So I accept them fully now because they're each happy with each other.
The topic of children has come up. We've talked about it. There are some pluses and minuses we've got to deal with, including my age, obviously. But it is not off the table.
I'm figuring out what's best for me, but it is wonderful that my husband is even open at his age to even being a father again. What I love most about Vince, first of all, he has a beautiful smile. But mostly, it just feels like home being with him.
She makes me feel complete. I wasn't necessarily expecting to find love again, and I have found it, and it's been wonderful.
Age is totally just a number. I consider him my soulmate, 100%. So as long as you're happy, it doesn't matter.